There's gonna be a lot of money spent this offseason.
There better be.
Yeah.
A lot of guys out there.
Unless there's a lockout, which
there's no season.
You talked to me at the beginning of the season, and I say, yeah, there's probably a 50-50 chance. Now I think there's probably like a 20% chance that happens. There's just too much money going around.
You're saying 20% that the season will happen, or that there will be a lockout?
There'll be a lockout. I think it's like almost a foregone conclusion that it'll happen unless something crazy goes on. I think that both sides will figure it out just because like the game is good right now. Baseball is good. There's money is there. There's all new avenues opening up for baseball. If they just take the blinders off a little bit, there's so many new media avenues to get into. And I think some of the things they're going to do with being able to stream your local games is going to be really cool. I thought that was interesting that they came up with that people have been asking for that forever. So maybe they're finally listening. I don't know.
Not even asking, begging, pleading,
Yeah,
anything.
That got Ian pretty hot under the collar, that topic.
That's right.
Yeah.
What was it? He said his mom couldn't even watch, right?
Yeah.
When we go play in Cincinnati, my mom was in Columbus, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
If we go play in Cincinnati or Pittsburgh, she gets blacked out of both games.
It's so ridiculous.
Bananas. Like, what's she gonna do? Get in her car and drive 3 hours? If you're a normal person,
if
and
she
your
loves you,
favorite
maybe.
team,
I don't know.
it's a good point. If you're a normal person and your favorite team is playing 4 hours away, like, you're expected to go drive to watch the game, and it's the same thing because we, in AAA, we all played in Iowa. People in Iowa hate it so much because they get blacked out of like 6 markets. Get blacked out of Minnesota, Chicago, both
Brewers.
Chicago's. What?
Brewers, Cardinals,
Kansas City.
Twins, I think, too, even.
Twins that are also blacked out in Iowa. And the funny thing is like, they relegate the minor leagues and take a bunch of teams out. So that's one way that people in these areas can go see baseball. They take that away from them. Then they black out the games. What are you supposed to do?
Right.
Like, what kind of business are you trying to run where you're like, hey, here's a bunch of eyeballs that should be on what we're presenting, but no, screw it. Like, let's not have those eyeballs on. It doesn't make any sense. The NBA figured that out first. Like, they want eyeballs on everything. Every single clip that they put out is everywhere. There's highlights round the clock with them. Baseball still needs to catch up in that regard. Like, let's just get the game in front of people, especially highlights with young kids. That's what you need.
That's what we were saying the other day. I think after Game 6, when the Braves won, one of our friends was watching ESPN. We've had this conversation before with friends, and he said that the World Series wasn't mentioned for like the first 15 or 20 minutes of the show. And it's like, are you kidding? It's the World Series. It's not just Game 98. It's the World Series. The season's over. There's a champion. Why aren't we talking about it?
Dude, the Sports Center Instagram, this is true.
Yep.
They posted the Dodgers getting eliminated, and then they didn't post, and that was, whenever. They didn't post again about the World Series until it was over. And then the next post was about me. That's the only baseball coverage they had. I get that ESPN and baseball don't have a good relationship, but
you're not too beat up about that your name's getting out there. It's all right.
I think it's stupid. That's what I think. But that's the problem is they're not in the sports game. They want clicks, and they know what every single person that's in charge there wants the clicks because they get the bonuses, and that's what keeps all the advertisers happy. So they're going to run LeBron shit. They're going to run Tebow stuff because they know what's polarizing. Baseball's not. But like, you call yourself Sports Center, you better have the sports on there, and they don't.